Hello, and welcome to The Old Show with Cecilia and LJ. Remember those debt collectors who kept calling LJ looking for someone else? Here is an expanded conversation where he considers the recommendation that his approach to debt collectors could make a good business model.
Try to treat me like an outsider, I'm the outlier. Peel the wig off these if they doubt fire. I'ma get rich off this even if my mouth wired. Till the wheels burn no matter how tired.
You know, speaking of, when I was telling my cousin in New York about the debt collectors, and I was saying how I thought how they change their numbers and you find another one. She thought it was she was like, that is too funny. So I said, I told him, you could have a business just dealing with debt collectors for other people. You know what she said? She said, yeah, it could be like whenever they call these people, they just forward it to you. Could have like a line put in where they just send it to you and you take it from there. I thought that's brilliant. I'm going to have to tell him.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all
My
right.
name is Jordan, and I'm calling on behalf of so-and-so. Now, from my understanding, you have been harassing so-and-so over $1.99 Snicker bar, and now you're looking for $1,800. Is that correct?
Interest. I told her about the one-digit credit card.
One-digit credit, yeah.
Let me
And then
give you my credit card number.
right.
0. Wait a minute. Will you
Now,
take 50 cents?
Right. Are you sure? 1 minute you're telling me, it was $400 initially. Now,
Right.
how do we jump from 400 to 1,400? How does that work? What's going on here? They have no shame in the game,
None.
And once they agree to come down from the 1,400
Yeah.
down to the 1,000, and then I'm like, okay, let's get this payment in. And then they're right there. And you can hear the willingness. They're like anxious. They're like,
Yeah.
we're ready, for you to read off the number. And then I hit them with, all right, are you ready? Yep, we're ready. And then I'm like, 0. And I'm like, hold on now, the 1,000. Can we do 750? And they have the same script. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go and talk to my manager.
Yeah.
And then they come back like 30 seconds later, like my manager, he approved the 750. And
Yeah.
I'm like, do you think he'll go down to 350? Listen, man, I went through a lot to get him down to 750. And I'm like, what do you mean a lot? I was only on hold for like 20 seconds. So what type of conversation did you have with him like, what did you say to him within that 20 seconds to get him to go from 1,400 down to 750?
Right.
And what's the problem? How come we can't go down to 350? Not like I'm not trying to like not pay you. You know what I mean? I just need some understanding here. And why are you guys harassing my financial institution? And what's going on there? You can't make this stuff up, see. You know what I mean? This
I
system
do.
is so corrupt and wicked.
Yeah.
But you have to do it, see.
You have to. Can't let them get away with this. You gotta teach them.
And man, and the way that just their approach, it just sort of rubs me the wrong way. When they leave these threatening like messages about
Right.
liens and
Liens on your house and
right.
How do you know I have a house? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? The last time I talked to them, they said, "Well, we're gonna put a lien on your house," and I'm like, "Which one?"
Right.
Which one are you talking about? There's a few to choose from. And then they're like, well, that one, no, which one? Which one
That
are
one.
you referring? That one.
take your pick. Tell us which one you want us to put a lien on. Yeah.
But that's what I asked him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, which one are you talking about? Like, man, pick one, will you? So we
Just give
can.
me an answer, please.
Thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then I hid the rest. And it's so.
But this, man, it's oh man, it's like, where do you begin with just all of this? Oh man,
And so my cousin
just
too, how
wickedness.
right, how they were threatening to send the constable, and you were calling them to ask them when the constable was coming. Should you go to the courthouse to get the paperwork yourself?
They were waiting.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. You know, I ought to. You know what? See,
Tell me.
I got some things on my plate right now,
Yeah.
but I'm going to sue them too.
Okay.
As soon as
Give
I
your-
clear up, as soon as I clear off some of these other lawsuits as soon as
Are-
I get rid of some of these other lawsuits, they're gonna be on deck.
Are you gonna how are you gonna find them? Because they're kind of sketchy. Probably working from home.
Well, I'm not too sure. First, I gotta call them. I
Mhm.
gotta call them. I gotta reach out to them, and and then I just go from there. I check the temperature.
Mhm.
See how everything's going, try to keep it, casual with them. But then when they sort of get like real aggressive with it and then, running their mouth and talking reckless. And after a few hangups, it normally takes I say about 4 or 5 hangups, about 5 times for them to hang up on me and then refuse to answer my calls
To
anymore.
further engage.
Right, and that's when that's when, hot fire comes into play. Because then it's just like, "Okay, now I gotta do a little research," but I normally do end up finding a couple of numbers for 'em. There's a number of things that, I'll do. I'll, like, block my number, then I'll call and they'll pick up, and then once they realize it's me, they'll hang up again.
We're not talking to you today. The thing is, they're coming to harass you. You never called them. They called you. And now they don't
That's
want to talk.
That's right. And threatened to contact the authorities
Right.
on me.
Right.
And I'm like, how does that work when you're calling me,
Yeah.
harassing me, and you're not even looking for me? I'm not even the person that you're trying to reach out to, but yet and still,
Hmm.
I got to sit here and I got to deal with your attitude. You sitting here trying to solicit money from me, trying to steal from me.
Yeah.
And then when I'm inquiring as to like what's going on here because like I'm in the dark, then you want to get all belligerent and no, we can't do that, man. Hey, go get your father. Go put your parents on the line. I don't like the way you're talking. Yeah. And then they become unprofessional.
Hmm. Choice words, eh? That's not allowed.
But they do it. But they do it.
Wow, they
And
need
then
better help.
right, and that's what I told them. I'm like, "Man, listen, forget this, you know, 25, $3,000 or whatever, 3,500 that you're saying that, a person owes you. I don't, but you're calling my phone looking for somebody else, and I'm the one that's catching like all this unnecessary. And then you got the audacity, man, to get upset with me when I'm just questioning. I'm trying to understand where, all of this is coming from.
The
And then
nerve of
that's
some
when
people. Yeah.
right. And then that's when I asked to speak to their father. Because I'm like, this must be a father-son, bring your son to work day. And your father stepped off and went into the bathroom and you decide to take his phone call like pretending that you're your dad.
Is that when the choice words come?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's when they hit me with all kinds of F-bombs and all of that, and I'm like, "Come on, man, don't do that. Now be nice, man. It's not professional. How are you guys making in the business, man, when you talk to people reckless like this, man? And then you want me to turn around and give you my credit card number for you to get paid, and this is the way that you're talking? Alright, you know what? I'll pay, but I'm not paying the $750. I got 125. We we gotta take something off the top, man, for that foul language of yours, you know what I mean?
That's the penalty.
And then they hang up. And then I call right back. And they repeat the cycle, and so I repeat the cycle also. So we're, like, caught in this vicious cycles of cycles, yeah, if that
Yeah.
makes any sense,
What they
you know
call
what
a
I mean?
log jam, right?
There you go.
That's the
Yeah,
definition.
yeah,
Can't
there
get
you go.
past it.
And we can't. And we've been on this same hamster wheel now for at least 2 years.
Wow. You know what I think? Every time they hire somebody new, they say, "You gotta know about Mr."
But you know what?
Yeah?
They have not called in a while.
Wow.
And I must admit,
Yeah.
I was the last one to reach out. But just because I wanted to, like, touch base, make sure everybody was okay, and they still in business, you know what I mean?
Did you really
So
ask them, "Are you guys okay?"
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah,
You're just checking in.
that's what I said. "Hey, this is, yeah, you already know, this is" again, before you hang up, let's get to the root of this problem. Let's sit down and really try to figure out and work this thing out. And I told them too, I said, listen, let me help you with your business model. Let me help you with, what you got going on. Just erase the 3,500, give me 1,000 and let's go into business together, man. And let's really get out there together and scam as many people as possible. You guys got, you got something here. But the people on your team, they lose their patience. Patience is a virtue. You can't be lashing out at the people that you trying to solicit money from. That's not how you do it. You got to be patient. Yeah, let them hang up on you 5, 6, 7 times and just call back nice and easy and just work out a deal. Don't be greedy. Don't try to get the whole 3,500. Try to get 2, 300 and then move on to the next person. They're getting hung up in the weeds.
How
They're
do they
getting
how do they take that advice?
how they hung up.
I wonder why. I don't understand.
You know what? See,
Yeah.
I don't understand either. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't open to paying the 3,500 by no means.
That's right.
I really wasn't open to paying them anything. I was hoping that, if I stayed the course,
Yeah.
I should be able to get at least $500 to $1,000 from them. Just for me, just to get me off the phone.
Just for you to go away.
I would pay it if I wasn't me. You know what I mean?
I'm shocked they didn't send it.
It's not over.
That's quite a business model.
It's not over.
Uh-huh.
No one likes a quitter. No one likes a quitter, see? And I am committed
That's right.
and dedicated.
Hey, try to treat me like the outsider, I'm the outlier. Peel the wig off these if they doubt fire. I'ma get rich off this even with a mouth wire. Till the wheels burn no matter how tired. Yeah.
Thank you for the time you spent with us today. We hope you heard something you could relate to or that made you think, even laugh. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a text or leave a voicemail through our fan mail link, and we may feature your message in a future episode. If this episode resonated, share it with someone. And if you have a story you want us to explore, even anonymously, let us know. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for next week's episode of The Old Show.